Hey y'all, today is 7/15/21, and on 7/15/97 a goddess was born. See, I can't say it's my birthday because I didn't birth me. My mother birthed me, so actually it's her birthday. Today I was born 24 years ago. So I did a post for myself at midnight this morning, and I said I have a life that's full of purpose, a heart of gold, and a mind of abundance. I said I said I had a life beyond understanding, and a purpose beyond understanding. It was something beyond understanding, whether it was life or purpose. It's both. I said several times I was abundant. I said several times love without limits. Like, today is a beautiful day. I refuse to let anybody fuck up my day. I refuse to let anybody just get to me. You can't do that. You can't do it on a normal day, but you really can't do it today. You really can't. And as y'all can see, like, maybe it's the long nails. It probably is, but I'm feeling myself a whole lot more. So I'm talking with my hands. I wish I knew sign language so this video would be appropriate for everyone. But I'm sorry, I don't. The American school system failed once again. It's easier for us to go deaf than for a deaf person to hear. So it'll be easy for us to lose hearing based off the headphones we use, based off some of the jobs we have in the industrial field, based off any walk of life we go through. Certain sounds can just take you out. And yet they don't teach us American Sign Language. Yet again, another failure of the school system. The school system has so many failures, but let's not go there, because when it all breaks down and goes down to it, the school system actually isn't a failure. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I can say that again. The school system, it actually is not a failure. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. The school to jail pipeline, the school to prison pipeline. Literally, when you go to school, it trains your mind to adjust to being told what to do, other than being told what to do by itself. It teaches you how to be submissive. It teaches you how to be passive. It teaches you how to follow instructions, shut up and don't ask no questions. Then we tell you to do this, we need it done this way. If you don't do it this way, you have to go. If you don't do it this way, there's a punishment. If you don't do it this way, there's a consequence behind it. I'm gonna have to go around them on this 2-lane road because the speed limit is 55. You're probably doing 40. I can't ride behind you like that. I can't. I have on heels. Driving in heels is worse than me driving in shoes, as if I already don't have a heavy foot. I can't ride behind them. So basically, the school system is doing exactly what it was built to do. Just like prison is doing exactly what it was built to do. The government or the system is built and doing exactly what it was built to do. So don't ever say a system failed you when it's doing exactly what it was built to do. The system wasn't built for you. There are certain things that you or people like you build that the system incorporated to make it better and to make you think, hey, it's for me. But it's not. A lot of people don't know the Black Panther Party actually created WIC, amongst several other things that you're going to say your government did. Your government doesn't give a shit about you. They don't care anything about you. If they did, Johnson & Johnson would not still be able to make products. They wouldn't. It's a money thing. As many lawsuits, and it's proven, especially it's certain products that are on the market right now to this day still give you cancer. Literally just about anything you can buy out of Walmart, Kmart, any major grocery store, any major store period, has a poison in it. And the same, it's basically the same poison, because they do it to preserve things. They do it so things can have a shelf life. I told y'all I can't do that. They putting a little buzz in the middle of the road now, and I get why they did it. But we'll talk about that on another video. Anywho, like I said, the system was built. It wasn't built for you. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And the products that they put in there are preservatives. It's things to give the item a shelf life. So in the innocence of a product, it probably is an awesome product. It probably was great straight off the shelf, straight off the line. But once it sits in a warehouse 6 months to a year, that plastic container is in, that's full of other chemicals. Once plastic heats up, it releases a chemical. Don't know the name of the chemical. I just know that's what plastic does. If y'all really want to look, I'm the type of person, if I know something, I know it. If y'all really want proper terminology and to go in and break shit down even further, do more research. So anyway, like I was saying, once plastic heats up, it releases chemicals. Same way with the water bottles. That water that they got out the spring, that water that they got from wherever they got it from, probably was good if you could have got it straight off the line. If it did not have to go through the logistics of getting to the store, and it would just come straight to the person. Nah, because you would deal with less, but you still would deal with it. So it'd be better if you could just go to the warehouse or the distillery or the distribution center or wherever they, or the pond or the spring itself, and they bottle the water up, and you actually put it in your hand, put it in your car. That's the least amount of exposure that it would get if you could actually get it yourself. But most of us aren't that privileged. Most of us aren't that blessed to do that. So we have to get it from Whole Foods or Walmart or Kmart or Kroger's or Costco. You have to get it by Low, Piggly Wiggly. Wherever you go, you have to get it from a grocery store. So when you get it from a grocery store, think about how many warehouses they go through. And if y'all are just watching and this is your first video, anybody who don't know, I am a professional driver. I am a CDL holder. I actually am part of the logistics system. So I'm speaking on another level when it comes to warehousing, getting it there, how it gets there. Like I'm actually on the floor. I'm at, as they would say, I'm a front lineman. So when I go to a warehouse, and I don't think I've done water, but it wasn't water by itself. Like it be liquids, water, juice, whatever. I might go to Pepsi and get a load. I might go to Coca-Cola and get a load. Like it's stuff like that. It's not like I go to Crystal Glycerin. I think that's one of the waters I drink. Or who made their part? I think Pepsi made their part. Somebody made their part. Anyway, so it's not like I just go there and get straight water. I go there and get all liquids or just get a load, period. So when you go to the warehouse, you have to think about how it got to that warehouse. So a lot of the times you bring, as a driver, you're bringing in one item. So if I strictly go to like Budweiser in Jacksonville, they may only make this specific kind of beer at their warehouse because they have the manpower for it. So I would get it from Jacksonville, and I may take it to the one that's outside of New Orleans, because that's a route I actually did. So if I get it from there and take it there, I'm only taking that one item to the other warehouse. And once they figure out, what items they want here and there, they get shipped like that. So once it's shipped to a bigger warehouse, and they can order pick and go through it and figure out, like, okay, this store needs this store needs that, this needs to go here. Everything is in this one warehouse, right? And this is ideal because most of them have a little bit of everything, and some of them just have more. So if you have more of this, it gets shipped here because they need it here, and they may not need it more in that area. Anyway, let's get to the now, because I may be confusing some. So once the item gets there, think about how long it sat there. Because if you look at, let's say you buy a bottle of ranch or a salad dressing, and you look at it, you bought it today, which is 7/15/21, but the expiration date on it says 6/25/23. It has 2 years to expire. That's what you know of. But what if they have a 3-year or a 4-year shelf life, and it sat in the warehouse 2 years before it got to you, or it sat in the warehouse a year before it got to you? Like, did you know school Like the food that the children eat at school, at elementary school, middle school, high school, food that kids eat at school sit in a warehouse 6 months, a minimum of 6 months before it make it to the school. That's why some stuff comes molded, some stuff comes bad. And like if you don't have those lunch ladies who can do a little razzle dazzle, the food is just it's really disgusting now. Like when I first started going to school, the school food was good. We had the little school pizza, the little frozen peaches. I know ISS was supposed to be a punishment, and it really is, because when you go to ISS, you don't get regular lunch. What kind of bullshit is that? But they can get away with just feeding you. So you get a milk, which I never drunk. You get peanut butter and an apple. That's what you'll get for silent lunch. But if you are a regular student, you may have gotten a hamburger, french fries, the frozen, you literally got 6 more items, literally. Because you can get milk, you can get water. If you had lunch money, you can buy you a juice or a Sprite. You can buy some ice cream. You can do all of that if you didn't have silent lunch. See how that works? They just get away with feeding you. Anyway, the school system is built for exactly what it's built for. Like the way they feed you. The trays in the school system look just like the trays in prison. You wanna know why? Because just in case y'all have never watched any of my other videos, I worked at a prison for a year also. So the trays at school are literally the same trays in prison. But in prison, they feed you slop. Prison is just modern day slavery, and yet we're feeding into the system. We're feeding into the system. So when this system is so big and it's so much in place, like they literally have the system perfect, built up perfect. And if there are 1 or 2 that can get out of the system, they're gonna figure out how that 1 or 2 got out, and they're gonna lock that up too. So let's say, because people in prison don't realize this. I realized this as a guard. Like I realized this as a CO. I realized this when I was running buildings by myself. I'm 5'2". At the time, I probably, y'all have seen me full body, and if you haven't, go watch a video or go find my social media. But I'm 5'2". My lowest weight as an adult is my current weight right now, which is 190. So I've always been 200. I've been 200 since I graduated high school. I just maintain my weight. It may look different. Face may be chubbier. I don't know. It may look different. And when I was at prison, I was 220. But all in all, I still look the same regardless. Anyway, so I realized this as a guard myself, because I'm more cautious going in here. I go home. I have to go home. They got to stay here. I realized that it's way more of them than it is of me. Even though, I would run buildings by myself, I had a minimum of 120 people to me a day. A minimum. If I was working a building most buildings have 4 dorms. They got A, B, C, and D. 4 dorms. Open dorms have, I think they got 60 beds in them. They may have more, but if I can remember correctly, open dorms have 60 beds in them. Nah, because 60 times 4 is 240. Yeah, that's right. Open dorms have 60 beds in them, because when I did open dorms, I had 240 people. And when I did flat tops, which are the buildings that have A, B, C, D, and they're not open dorms, it was 120. Yep, that's right. So, you gotta imagine me in a building, 240 men, and these, I don't know if y'all seen movies, but sometimes the movies don't tell the real stuff, but some people in here are in here for murder. Some people are child molesters. Some people are, but I also want people to realize this, just because they are in here for stealing or in here for something else, that don't mean they ain't never killed nobody. They're in here for what they got caught for, not for what they did. I said it again. They're in here for what they got caught for, not for what they did. So everybody in here could be a killer, but some people in here for marijuana, some people in here for cocaine, some people in here for marijuana, some people in here for cocaine, some people just here, you know. So you don't know what you're dealing with, because for one, you don't know these people. And then you should have no intention of getting to know these people, right? None. They're in prison. You kind of free. If you talk to them, deal with them, have sex with them, you going to jail too. And you actually gonna get a charge. So now you got a record, going to jail or prison, depending on what you do for them. No, I'm good. I promise I'm completely good. So I knew this going in, like, okay, it's 120 men in here. It's one me. And like, if you don't stand your ground, if you don't be who you are, if you're not consistent within yourself, that is not a position, a title, or a job you should have. Because I would tell anybody, I was the same person in the uniform that I am in the streets. Nothing's gonna change. This uniform ain't gonna make me hard. This uniform ain't gonna give me heart. This uniform ain't, can't say it like that, but this uniform don't make me. So I'm big on respect. Like when I used to go to a building, I literally gave all them the same talk. Like, look, I don't care what you did to get in here. You respect me, I'ma respect you. I'm not coming in here calling you no bitches, no hoes, no saying you ain't shit. I'm not coming in here to belittle you. I'm not coming in here to make you feel less than. I'm not coming in here for that. I just want you to know, and I still like this, I'm a little retarded. So we're good right now. And we can stay good, you know, long as y'all act like y'all know how to act. Don't bother me, I won't bother you, okay? Okay? But we can take it there if need be. And I fully meant that. Still mean that. Like, I still literally practice that today in life. I'm very calm. I'm very respectful. It takes a lot for me to get out of either one of those. It takes a lot for me to disrespect someone. It takes a lot for me to allow someone allow someone to get to me enough to where I'm not calm anymore. It takes a lot. But it also took a lot for me to be this calm. It took a lot of understanding, whichever one works for you. It took a lot for me to be this calm. It took a lot for me to calm down. Because anybody who knew me growing up, the woman that I am right now, you would have never thought. Hell, I wouldn't have thought. The woman that I am right now, you would have never thought I would have been her. You would have never, everybody knew I was extremely intelligent. Everybody knew I was good at doing hair. Everybody knew I was a little weird and goofy. But you would have never known that I would have been 24 with no kids. 24 with great credit. 24 getting money. Like, the getting money part was in there because I didn't really struggle growing up. I always worked. As soon as I was old enough to get a job, I got a job. So, but to the extreme or to the level that I'm on, I don't really think nobody predicted this. I don't think they would have predicted that, hey, she's a little more feminine now. Because at one point you would have just known, like, yeah, she's gonna like girls. So for anyone who did know me in school, who has known me my whole upbringing, whether they want to admit it or not, they have seen my change, and I did it right there in front of them. That's why I talk about stuff. That's why I record stuff so much. That's why I take so many pictures, because I want y'all to see my journey. I want y'all to be on this journey with me. I want y'all to see, like, hey, she's a girl like me and she's doing it. She's a girl like me and she did it. She's a girl like me and I can do what she's doing. Like, I want y'all to see the motivation. I want y'all to see them tears, because when somebody has a successful story, when somebody has their life fully together, when they finally want to talk about it, You didn't see the tears they went through. You didn't see the slight depression they went through. You didn't see the days where they had, anxiety or panic attacks. You didn't see those days when they were down. All you saw at the end of the day was this perfect picture. All you saw was this person who looked like they had it together. This person that I should have had some water in here. Oh, yeah, I've been talking 20 minutes. Ooh, girl, swallow the spit. Moisturize your mouth. Then I got some water on the floor, but it's hot. Ooh. Ooh. That's a little better. We're going to see. Anyway, but all you see is the final product. You don't see the actions it took. You don't see the work it took. All you see is, hey, they're happy. Ooh, her husband treats her so good. Her husband is so nice to her. Like, I wish I had a man who did stuff like that for me. You didn't see that she damn near built this man. The older that I get, the more I see that. Like, a lot of these men that we idolize, see, love, want, crave, that we shouldn't be looking at in the first place because this is a married man. But for two, we look at him and see him, but we should really be seeing her. It's certain women that'll make a man get on their shit. It's certain women who ain't tolerating nothing less. It's certain women where you gotta have it together when you come over here. I don't care what you did over there. Don't care how many kids you got with such and such. But if you're gonna be here with me, I need this, and this. And if he wanna be there with her, he gonna do it. Whether it's as simple as taking the trash out, cooking, cleaning, actually sitting down and having conversations with you, whatever it is. He may not have given that to somebody because he wasn't willing to give that to her. So like I was saying, some of these men we look at and idolize, we need, sometimes you gotta give that woman more credit. Sometimes it be men. Some men are just full blown self-made. Some, like, they just got that oomph to them. But a lot of them, a woman has something to do with that. A woman has something to do with a lot of them. So take that into consideration when you are trying to take somebody's man, or when you are trying to fuck on somebody's husband or long-term boyfriend or whatever it is. Take that into consideration when you're dealing with somebody who already got somebody. He may have sex with you. He may spend a weekend with you, some nights with you, whatever. He's going home. Men go to the place where they are the most comfortable, the place where they can relax, the place where they feel secure within themselves, the place where they trust. If you cannot give a man security, if you cannot allow that man to trust you, if that man cannot be comfortable around you and at peace, he's not going to be around you too long. He may have sex with you because your box may be good, or because he may be bored and he just wants something to do. He may do all of that with you, but that man will not stay there. Not for that. He'll stay there until something better comes along. How about that? That man ain't gonna marry you. He's not gonna see you as marriage material. He already knew you weren't marriage material. Like, you've been auditioned and got cut. He just hasn't physically acted on it because you're still available to him. You're still giving him sex. You're still talking to him. You're still answering the phone. You're still around. So he been left. That's why he's talking to other women. That's why you catching stuff in his phone. That's why he don't care about hiding it no more. You're not what he wants. You're not what he needs. Especially if you're dealing with a man who is self-sufficient, which is what we all should be dealing with. No more little boys. Like, if you are dealing with a man who does not need you for anything, like, you don't have to push this man to his goals. You don't have to push this man to be better for himself. You ain't got to push this man to do none of that. He doesn't need you for none of that. If you are not bringing that man peace, if you don't make that man comfortable, if you're not loving on him like he needs to be loved, he would not be there long. Like I said, he may be there in body, but that mind been gone. That heart ain't even there. out of respect, he'll do certain stuff just because he's a man, you a woman. It's just certain stuff he's not gonna allow you to do or let you do while he's there. But that man ain't there. He ain't there. And if a lot more of us had this conversation, a lot of us will be a whole lot further when it comes to how to treat each other, how to love a man, and how to make that relationship go. I swear we would. I'm trying to see, like, what's up with my lights? They look like they on. I don't know. I'm behind a big truck, so I really can't tell. But anyway, like I was saying, men tell you how they feel about you. If you not listening, if you too blind to understand, too deaf to hear, if you don't want to take this man for how his actions are with you, that's on you. It doesn't matter how much he come home. It doesn't matter if he comes back. You are available. You're giving him a space to come back to. But that don't mean he love you. That don't mean he want to be here. That don't mean you what he want. That don't mean you his speed. He may not want you to be with nobody else, which is selfish, stupid, and don't make sense. But you still ain't what he want. Anyway, like I was saying, y'all, today is 7/15/21. A goddess was born. The sun has kind of set, so it is getting dark. You can see me through the lights of the cars on the other side of the road, but you can't really see me. What I said needed to be said. Hopefully y'all take it instead of saying, oh, the video's dark, I can't see you. It ain't shit to see. My head, like, it ain't like I'm out here full bodied down. It's my head, my stunner shades, and I so wish they were gold. And I'm still wearing them with all my gold on and they silver. I don't care. They're cute. Anyway, thank you all for enjoying my video. Thank you all for watching my video. The whole video will be posted on my YouTube. I probably will crop it and put this last part on Facebook. But I love y'all. And I will see y'all whenever else I make another video.